The countdown is on, now 4 days to go. The Information and Communication Cabinet Secretary, Joe Mucheru, insists that the use of social media will not be interfered with during the August elections. Speaking in a meeting with the Editors Guild, Mucheru says the government respects the freedom of expression and will not in any way seek to gag the media. Mucheru has, however, reiterated that the ministry will offer all necessary support to IEBC to conduct a free, fair and credible election. This, even as IEBC made a special visit to its ballot warehouse as preparations continue 4 days to the election.
In a meeting that brought together the Editors Guild, the Ministry of ICT and Communication company Safaricom to deliberate on the role of ICT in the coming elections, ICT Cabinet Secretary Joe Mucheru has laid off fears that the government will shut the use of social media during the August elections. Mucheru has affirmed that the government respects the freedom of expression and will serve to protect it.
As government, we are committed to the freedom of press. The same was reiterated by the Interior Minister, or CS, Fred Matiang'i, because that is our position as government. We are not going to or planning to shut down any media. But if we have a security issue, a national security issue, that becomes a different story.
CS Mucheru has noted the ministry is working hand in hand with the electoral agency to facilitate a free, fair and credible poll exercise.
We will make sure that if there is any fake tallies, those are going to be dealt with. I think that is what is important. If it's not from IEBC, then of course it will be dealt with. If people are bringing in misinformation, fake news, if they are coming up with their own news stations and so on, those will be dealt with.
While noting the important role network service providers will play in the coming elections, Safaricom CEO Peter Ndegwa has assured Kenyans that the system put in place to transmit results to IEBC National Tallying Center is robust, secure and tamper-proof and will give Kenyans a transparent election.
The encryption, I know that Mr. Kwach used a lot of stuff that even for those who studied math may not understand. I think it is to know that it is secure. And we have bank grade security because we drive a lot of M-Pesa. So I think that's all you should be aware, that no one can interfere with the content that's being transmitted when we are transmitting it to IEBC.
Mucheru and Ndegwa statements come even as the electoral body IEBC made a special visit to the ballots warehouse to operationalize the dispatch of the papers to various polling centers across the country as preparations gather steam 5 days to the polls. Henry Tende, Look Up TV.